To the Heavenly Village area in South Lake Tahoe. Take a look right here. Paid parking, which you see in green, would be added along Bellamy Court and also Heavenly Village Way. You see everything that you need to see right there in green on your screen. All right, Ryan Canaday is live near that intersection now. And Ryan, why add the new parking in the first place?
Well, really, Landon, one big reason is to alleviate some of the overcrowding that's happening in places like this Raley's parking lot here in South Lake Tahoe. Now, skiers and tourists alike are filling up this parking lot, despite these signs that you can see here. Actually, can you still see it? This guy's backing up right now. But when he moves, what the sign says is, warning, public parking prohibited, 2-hour customer parking only. As you can imagine, this can affect the experience for customers. A street that's currently covered in snow and filled with signs that say no parking may soon be the location of 57 new parking spaces in South Lake Tahoe. Overcrowding is the reason behind the proposal.
Our Heavenly Village area has been impacted by lots of visitors and tourists in the area, and we have exceeded our capacity in terms of parking.
This challenge to find parking is happening despite there being a 420-space garage near the Heavenly Village. There are even on-street paid parking spaces that currently exist in the area, but these too aren't enough to accommodate everyone, according to city officials.
Most of the casinos in the area now charge for their parking, and as a result, people that are displaced from those areas are now impacting some areas inside the city of South Lake Tahoe.
The city of South Lake Tahoe says adding the spaces would cost about $200,000, but they pay for themselves in approximately 2 years through parking fees.
The main driver behind this project, however, isn't generating revenue. It's just helping relieve what is a bad visitors experience in our main tourist area.
But it's not just the tourists who may have had a bad experience in the past. Some locals in the area say the abundance of people and requirement to pay for parking is driving them away from wanting to do anything near state line.
You're paying $10 to park and you work 2 hours. It doesn't make sense to even want to come down here and find a job.
And if you're like Josh and would like to voice your opinion for or against the new parking spaces at Heavenly Village, tonight there's a public meeting being held at the Grand Residences by Marriott in the second floor meeting room. That starts at 6 o'clock and will go tonight until 7:30. Now, also, the city of South Lake Tahoe recognizes that 57 parking spaces just isn't going to cut it in the long run. It's simply not enough. So they say that you may expect other projects similar to this to be proposed in the near future. Covering the story live, Ryan Canaday, 2 News.
Ryan, thanks. The city of Reno is looking into sponsoring